Just taking a deep breath here. I thought it was a really aggressive game. I thought both teams were very physical, both defensive-minded. The energy in here was outstanding. I'm really excited about this game. It's something that, Kevin Willard and I spoke about last year, well before the season started last year, as far as trying to reunite this game because we think it's really good for our region. We think it's good for recruiting. We think it's great for television, and you can feel I felt the energy the last 2 days building up to the game. So, hopefully we can continue this series. I'm excited to have this game next year at Capital One Arena. I thought our men were prepared from jump. Our preparation, I thought, leading up to the game was spectacular. I thought our players were very, very mature. Going back to how we got to this point, putting our guys in a hostile situation at Kentucky, at GW, and the global games really prepared us for this. It gave us some chemistry, some unity. And even though we got in foul trouble, a little banged up, I was really proud of our cohesive unit, right? They got it to 6 or 7, and I think we matched it with back-to-back baskets, right? I don't think we were shaken at all. I thought we had a really mature group. The 2 guys at the dais with us, I thought they were outstanding the whole game. I thought the player of the game today was Caleb, really, really happy for his growth. And for us to be a competitive team, his growth is very, very important, very, very important. So, I love, so for all you guys that understand this, Buzz and I are very close, coming up in the business together. Remember when he was at Marquette, right? We would have these open, honest conversations, and he and his family and his wife, we would be on these Nike trips together, and that's where you really build a solid relationship. We share a lot of things through the years, and we cheer for each other. But I'm just excited that we made a big step today. I thought our defense was elite. I thought our ball pressure was elite. I thought we were very, very disruptive. And I'm just proud of our men. The ball's not always going to go in, but if you defend and have a will and a want, eventually you'll find yourself on the winning side. I thought our connectivity and our communication, I think any good defensive team, it always starts on the ball, and I think we have guys who can really guard the ball and stay in front of the ball. We work at it every day. We talk about the players. Obviously the scouting, I thought our scout was really, really good. LaDante Hinton was the lead scout on this one here. So, we were really concerned with their physicality. Buzz's teams are normally one of the 1, 2, or 3 offensive rebounding teams. And we said whoever wins the rebounding battle will probably win the game. I think we won by a large margin of 1. Right? But at least it was factual. Whoever won the rebounding would win the game. So, our ball pressure and our connectivity, I thought, was very, very evident today.
Hey, Coach.
Hey, Marcus. How you doing?
Hey, good to see you. 29 points inside the paint, and the ball touched the paint very early, very often. Was that where your benchmark was? Did you want the ball to touch the paint even more tonight, or was it where you wanted it to be?
We always want to try to touch the paint, right? Like, we try to keep the ball out the paint. We tell our guys we don't want anybody to break into our house. Like, if you touch the paint, you broke into our house. So we want to break into a lot of homes in the game. Touch the paint, and anytime you can put pressure on the paint, you put pressure on the rim, it really opens it up. And I thought we had open looks today. This back-to-back games, we just didn't make them, yet we made the 2 most important ones. Light Bright's up in front of me here. They made two big shots, right? Light Bright 1 and Light Bright 2 over here. They made 2 major shots. But they took the right shots, right? They took the right shots. So as much as we can touch the paint, that's exactly what we want to do.
You held them to 25% shooting, and you spoke about the defense. Was it taking away their guards? What was it today that kind of choked Payne off in the lane?
A will and a want. Like, if you have a will and you have a want, anything's possible. When you do it together, everything's amazing, right? We talk about the connectivity. I can't say that enough. When you're connected, and you have a belief and there's total buy-in, right? I don't know how many guys we played today. I wasn't expecting to play as many, yet I thought our physicality showed. I thought our stamina showed. And that's how we're able to guard at such a high level for 40 minutes.
And you started out in the press. Your 1-2-2 really, really quick. You started out in that, but then you didn't go back to it until late. Was that just the flow of the game? Did you want to hold it back until then?
It was more the flow of the game, and I thought we were fouling too much in the. I mean, we were Edward Scissorhands out there in the first half. We were fouling every possession, and that we could never get out in transition because we were playing against a set defense.
Caleb, just with the foul trouble there in the first half, how did you adjust your game in the second half to be able to stay out there? And Ed, if you can follow up, just how important was it just with the cohesion that he brings to the table to have him out there to, kind of repel them early in the second half?
It's funny. I just told the team, normally I try not to mess up the flow. Sometimes I think you can overcoach. I think we got up by 16 or 18, and I made a sub. I think we missed the front end, but 1-and-1. I think it was at 17. It could have got to 19, and then it got to 9. And I kind of was kicking myself because I really don't like to mess up the flow. That group that was out there to start at the second half, I didn't want to sub at all. I really didn't. So I thought I did a shitty job coaching that last 10 minutes of the game because I thought we're in a really, really good flow. So, but, everybody looks at Caleb. Caleb's know-how, his understanding, his confidence, very, very proud. He's come a long, long way. Obviously, a long season, right? He played well today. He better play well on Wednesday, right? Today, congratulations, babe. Congrats.
Appreciate you, Coach.
Okay, there's a game on Wednesday.
Let's give Caleb a chance to answer that question, and then we'll move on to Nate and Alex.
Yeah, I say in the first half, I feel like I just got 3 fouls that were all my mistakes. I mean, the few ones I just had to look at those and then see like how the game kind of changed when I wasn't out there, and knew like in the second half I got to be more smart. Like, I got a lot of dumb fouls in the first half, so just eliminating those dumb fouls so that when I actually need to go be physical and contest shots, I can do that without having to worry about the foul trouble.
Hi, Coach. An 11-0 run in the first 2 minutes to start the game. What does that mean for you guys in a game planning perspective and from a coaching perspective?
On the road, sold-out crowd. I mean, I take that all day, every day. If we can get out the gate like that, 3 stops in a row, we call it cherry for us. And we try to get as many cherries in those. We have 10 4-minute wars, and if we can get a cherry every war, you're going to find yourself on the winning side. So it just was good to get comfortable, and it gave our guys confidence.
Go back to Alex, and then we'll go right up to Chick.
My man, Chick. Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, Coach Cooley, good to see you.
Nice to see you, sir.
The last couple of years we've been at your games, you talked about this team growing to a point where you want it to be at. I know it's very early in the season here, game 2, but for your guys to come in here in year 3 for you here and win a game like this in an environment like this, just how much pride do you take in your team for where they're at right now?
I take pride in our staff, in this portal system, trying to get 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, 15 guys a year is very hard. And I appreciate Georgetown for supporting our initiatives to go to Canada to play, to go on the road and play 2 really hard exhibition games. Like that takes time, takes commitment from the players. But going into year 3, we identified we didn't want any freshmen at all. We needed, again, when you can have carryover and retainment, right? When you can retain guys, that really, really helps when you're trying to rebuild a program. And I thought our retention guys played really well, and then you sprinkle in what you really need. And we needed length, we needed athleticism, but we really targeted in the portal players who played in the NCAA tournament to bring that type of personality to the locker room and to the program. Right? Long way to go, but we played 2 games. We're fortunate to win 2 games. Winning a road game is really important. So I'm proud of the growth of the program, and hopefully we play. I mean, I would love to see the arena at Capital One look like it did here at the XFINITY Center.
And real quick for Caleb or Malik, whichever you guys wants to take this, just from a player perspective, both of you grew up in the DMV here, so to know what Maryland's history, Georgetown's history, and to win this game tonight, what does it mean to you?
It means a lot, taking pride in where you're from. That's something I'm really big on, and I grew up watching both Maryland and Georgetown, so watched them play each other when I was younger as well. Maryland won both times, so I grew up a Georgetown fan. So even though I got the M on my arm, I'm from Maryland, but I'm a Georgetown fan, and to get one back for Georgetown, I feel really good.
All right, we're going to close out with Ron, Chick, Dave, and then right here. I'm sorry.
That's a hell of a closeout. We're going to go Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. If I left the girl, who cares who you like? I understand. I get it.
All right, Mac, you were able to bang 2 threes to start the second half. Was that something Coach told you and the staff told you to do? at halftime to look for that shot, or was it something it just happened?
It was something that happened in the flow of the game. I think I shot an air ball in the corner, and I wasn't ready to shoot the ball, so I just came out in the second half and told myself to be ready to shoot the ball, and they gave me 2 good looks, and I was ready to shoot the ball, so I knocked them down.
Coach, you guys, how would you grade your bigs? I thought when they got the ball in the paint, they pressured around. They were kind of effective. They were stuck in.
I would say B+. I mean, we were playing one of the best bigs in the country. I love that kid. I love his energy, his athleticism, his toughness. Not too many bigs get fouled at the rate he gets fouled at. I mean, he gets fouled at a really, really high. I'm a big fan of him. Big fan. And, we challenged our guys. We knew it would be tough. He got us in foul trouble. And I thought our men did a really good job.
Go to Dave and right here, and one question. All right, Mike.
Dave, just scream it out, bro.
Okay, yeah, just going to share
My
a
man.
question for the players. That run to start the second half where you got it up to 20, what was really percolating for you guys?
We told ourselves we got to get stops, and once we get clean stops, we can run. And we got some clean stops, and we got some transition opportunities. So I feel like we executed what we planned to do as a team.
Nah, yeah, like Malik said, I feel like our defense is amazing, and we're really good in transition with the athletes that we have. So if coach doesn't have to stop us and run a play, and we can just go and just play in transition, that makes it a lot easier for us to, keep building onto the lead if we keep getting stops.
Hey, Malik, can you just talk about the three-pointer late to push the lead back to 10, and can you just talk us through that shot and how important it was?
Yeah, it was the crowd started getting loud, and we were trying to, I forget what play we were trying to run, but we didn't execute, and it was just a scramble on the play, and I was open. So if I'm open, I feel like I'm gonna take the shot, and I'm confident in all the shots I take. So I feel like I was open and I knocked it down.
Chick, you good, my man?
I'm good. They answered the question.
I appreciate it.
I'm about economy.
I hear you. Y'all got a good team. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.